Hello, my name is Gregory Mason, the creator of the site LGBT College and an activist in the LGBT community. I decided to create this documentary because as a social worker and an LGBT advocate, I have found that there are issues in the LGBT community that need to be addressed, and not only addressed, but they also need to figure out proactive and practical ways to figure out the issues. With the events like Trayvon Martin and recently Michael Brown and Eric Garner, the world has clearly seen the issues of race in America. And as a black man, I know that I need to do something and be proactive in making change happen. Specifically, as a black man who happens to be gay and has done work in the LGBT community, I have experienced a sense of separation of race and culture despite the similarities we all have as a community who share sexual and gender differences. If the community is all about equality and has made such progress in equal rights, why isn't the same hunger in getting more equality within race and culture to show the true multicultural and multiracial structure of the LGBT population? This was something of interest to me when I started LGBT College in 2012, a website to promote multiracial and multicultural inclusion when discussing topics related to the LGBT community. One of the prominent pieces of the website is the P3 Project. Parallel to the It Gets Better campaign, the P3 Project lets people who are LGBT and or advocates tell their story, but with a more personal twist that warrants them to look at their racial and cultural background along with personal, professional, and public experiences to give a more well-rounded picture of their story.
It's easier to get a job if you weren't androgynous, because if I walk in the store or, if I wear a suit or, whatever, they're going to automatically know that I'm a lesbian, know that I'm gay, and know my sexuality, know a lot more about me than they know about you. So I think that it will be easier and maybe more acceptable in a professional setting if you're a femme. But if you're not a femme, then it's obviously a little bit different and you're more likely to get judged. And yeah.
Coming out is scary no matter who you are. For me, coming out to my friends was not as bad as I thought it'd be. They were very supportive and it was great. But coming out to my mom was terrifying. It was as bad as I pictured it being. This was not the typical she'd be upset and get over it. It was more like there's a chance that she might not accept me.
So I don't know, like some people are bigoted and closed-minded and think, oh, you're gay, that's terrible. But it's not. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Don't let anyone ever tell you that. Being gay is a sin or an abomination or whatever it is. It's not true. There's not a thing wrong with being gay. Be proud of who you are, and that's all that matters. If no one else likes that, that is their problem, not yours. And that's, seriously, just be true to yourself. If you want to be with a man or a woman or both, it doesn't matter. There's no limitations, and that's the great thing about love is there's no limits. You can love whomever you want, and I think that's a wonderful thing. Love is just beautiful.
The biggest issue that I have being a gay individual, I guess, and I really want this to impact everybody, but more so I want this to impact my brothers and sisters in arms. The hardest part has been and still is deploying when I'm gay. It's not easy. It's hard here in the United States, but being all the way over there in Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, Kyrgyzstan, so on and so on, nothing easy about it whatsoever. It was miserable. I don't mean to be all doom and gloom. I know my videos are usually peppy and, upbeat and helpful or positive, but my time deployed is hard on anybody's mind. My time being a deployed gay soldier, being in the position that I was in, one of the hardest, not even one of, the hardest things I've had to do in my life to this point.
The question that's still up in the air is what happened within the LGBT community to develop this separation of race and culture. A great example of this separation is the Black Gay Pride, which Wikipedia sums up extremely well. Quote, "The Black LGBT Pride began as a result of the gay Black minority community in the United States feeling marginalized and less a part of the whole gay community in participation, organization, and administration. There was also the factor of sociocultural differences that presented the sub-community in full participation of the gay movement." End quote. We can't call ourselves to want equal rights when we have issues of equality within our own community. So we need to fix this situation instead of continually talking about it. It is time to not talk about it, but be about it and start practicing what we preach. This documentary will follow the progress of LGBT College and get the answers of what went wrong in the community to make some racial and cultural minorities not feel included in a cause that is supposed to be about equality for all in a community that goes way beyond race and culture.